Good morning, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday Hump Day edition. I'm Jeannie, coming to you live from the square in beautiful downtown Headland, Alabama. I don't know if you could see any of this or not. I'm going to lift this up just so you can get an idea of how pretty beautiful Headland, Alabama is, and what a privilege it is to be able to say that RAM FM 98.1 and WRMZ.org comes from this lovely little town. Well, today I want to talk to you a little bit about adjusting. Now, there's a lot of adjustments we need to make in our lifetime. You know, I was just having a lovely little chat with Chief Mark Jones, the Headland Police Department chief. And he lost his dad shortly before I lost my mom, and we were both, you know, close with our parents. And of course, Mark Jones knew my mother because he just thought she was great. And when she was staying here with us, she used to come up to the radio station quite a bit, and she got to know Chief Jones because he was coming around a lot to do different things for us for the station. So he understood, and we just had a moment together, and we talked a little bit about adjusting and how important it is to adjust to your circumstances when they change, particularly when they change dramatically. And any number of things can cause your circumstances to change dramatically. You could have a loved one pass. You could have a major job change. You could move to a new place. There's so many different ways that adjusting needs to take place in your life. Now, yesterday, my precious little nephew, Jimmy, who, by the way, happy birthday, Jimmy, who turns 5 today. Today is his 5th birthday, so this is a little bit of an adjustment for him, that he's a big boy now. But Jimmy started kindergarten officially yesterday. And of course, I got to see all the videos of him walking to his class for the first time. And that's why I love social media. Walking to his classroom and writing his name on the board and that kind of thing. And saying that he had, had come and attended his first day. And that was a big day of adjusting. But listen, boys and girls, it wasn't just adjusting for Jimmy. It was adjusting for his mama. And she wrote on her Facebook page that she was a mess because she actually had to take her son to kindergarten and leave him there. Now, he's been to preschool, and he went to swim school, and he went to summer programs and things. But this was different. This was a major adjustment, a major step in the lives of that family. So adjusting sometimes can be hard, but sometimes adjusting is something that you really don't want to do, especially when it involves having to, like, say, lose a best friend. And you know, I remember years ago, I had a friend, Donna, and she and I were quite close, and she and I were in the same industry together, and so we had that in common, and we just were forming a really lovely friendship together, and things were going well. And she had a husband who was deployed to the Middle East, and she had 2 small children. One was a little boy who was quite a wild and crazy little toddler, and she had sometimes a hard time, you know, trying to juggle a full-time job and children and, you know, try to just keep body and soul together, especially with her husband out of the country serving the way he was. So when that happened, that she and I started, you know, developing a closer relationship, one day there was a group of us, and she was missing from the group. It was a group of us working together, and one of the ladies in the group made a very snide remark about Donna's son and saying he's a wild child and he's awful, and why doesn't she try to discipline him and all this other, and it was just really unfair, mean stuff that she was saying. And I stepped in and I said, stop, don't say that. She's doing the best she can. You know, give her a break or something like that. Well, I don't know what happened, but somebody else who was in that group, or maybe it was even the one who was saying bad stuff about her, went back to Donna and said, Jeannie was gossiping about you and saying how awful you were as a mother. And I was like, what? What I said was, hey, give her a break. She's doing the best she can under these circumstances. That was the only thing I said. As a matter of fact, what I was doing, I was defending Donna. And I was telling the loudmouth lady, please stop it. That's unfair to say such a thing. She's in a rough spot right now. And all I did was spread love and defend. And somehow, some way, the word got back to Donna that I was the one that was bad-mouthing her. Well, of course, it couldn't be any further than from the truth than it was. But Donna came to me and she said, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I want nothing to do with you anymore. That's it. We're breaking up. And I was just crushed. And suddenly I had to go from having somebody that I thought was turning into a local, close best friend, since my best friends really lived a long, far away from me. And I thought to myself, why are you even believing this? Don't you know me better than this? But I guess, even though I'd known her a while, she just chose to believe otherwise. And there was an adjustment period for me. It was grief. You know, somebody said one time that breaking up with a good friend or getting a divorce or breaking up with a close boyfriend is worse than sometimes them dying, because then you have to deal with it on a daily basis that they're still around and don't want you around anymore. And that's what it was like for me. So here's my challenge to you today, boys and girls. Are you in a situation where you have some sort of adjusting to do, whether it's grieving the loss of a loved one, going through a breakup of a good friendship or a relationship? Is there some kind of adjustment you need to make? Maybe you changed jobs. Maybe you got fired from a job and you have to, do something different. Maybe you have a fire that you have to put out. I don't know. Sorry about that, gang. That's the chance you take when you do your vlog outside like this. But my point is this. Is there an adjustment in your life that you need to make? Well, here's what you could do. You could go be a blessing to somebody today, because you might be the only one who is. And by you being a blessing to somebody, maybe just for a moment, it will allow you to forget about what challenges are attached to your personal adjustment that you need to make in your life. So please, I ask you right now, if you would, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit the subscribe button. Listen to my station, WRMZ.org, Ram FM. Great music, great programming. As a matter of fact, we're just right on the other side of this building over here on the square. We're just one block over at 105 Cleveland Street. If you happen to be in the neighborhood in beautiful downtown Headland, stop on over and say hello. We're going to be in there recording all day. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day. And remember, if there's some sort of adjusting that you need to do, hang in there. You know what? You'll get to the other side of that mountain, and then you'll say, wow, I made it, I adjusted, and I am adjusted. Okay, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Happy hump day.